Hey friends, it is Melissa with Junk and Craft Treasures on behalf of the Essential Stencil page tonight. I am sorry I am a little bit late. I was having some technical difficulties. So as you're popping on, let us know you're here, let us know you're watching, and let us know how your week was, and hashtag replay, guys. And if you are on the live, if you comment, interact, all those good things at the end of the live, they will be gifting some gift cards. So today, I think there are 24 hours left until the 25% off sale goes off. And if you haven't grabbed any goodies yet that are on sale, if you would mind using code CRAFTTREASURES at checkout, I would appreciate it. So as I'm coming on, y'all, if y'all can let me know if I'm on the right page, if I'm on the Essential Stencil page, and that I can see comments, that would be amazing. I had some technical difficulties right before I started to get on. Y'all know I'm always on time, but I'm a couple minutes late. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, I can see comments. So guys, the new stencil of the month came out today, and I'm gonna show those to you real quick. We're gonna do some projects, and then hopefully we can get to a project with a stencil of the month tonight. Hey Diane, hey Nikki, hey Brenda, hey Karina, how are you? Guys, I'm so sorry I'm late. It would not work. I could not get it to work tonight. I was like, what is happening? All right, guys, so the first thing I'm gonna show y'all is the Premium Set Stencil of the Month Club. If you are in the Stencil of the Month Club, you've already seen these previews. Hey, Eva. But if you are not in the Stencil of the Month Club, and it may be something you're interested in, my code CRAFTTREASURES does save at checkout on your first month of the premium plan or free for the basic plan for the first month. Hey, Patty. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. I was on my page and then it flipped. I don't know. It was weird, y'all. It's one of those days, but we'll be good. So this is the premium plan for Stencil of the Month if you haven't seen it yet. And it comes, like I said, I just opened mine. So we'll start with this. We've got some different flowers. And do I have it upside down maybe? No, it's right. It's right, y'all. Maybe, I don't know. So we've got different flowers, leaves, all the things, guys. Hey, Vicky. Oh, awesome, Kimberly. I'm not even backwards. Good. That's one thing I was trying to get to happen, was not to be backwards tonight. I'm telling you, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be like 5 or 10 minutes late tonight if I can't get this to work. Okay, and then we have all of these fantastic sayings that can go on so many things. My pocket full of sunshine, enjoy today, let your light shine, you are my sunshine. Trying to read backwards. Keep smiling. Hello, sunshine, and shine bright. Sorry, my ring light is shining bright on those too. Hey, Barb, how are you? Hey, Shelby, good to see you. We're glad you're here. Another thing I did right before the live, guys, was I spilled some paint. So if you see paint on me already, it's a sign we're gonna be messy tonight crafting for sure. Hey, Kathy. And then these, y'all, so cute. They're pockets. So you've got your basic color of your pocket, and then you have the pocket outline right here, and then you've got stitch patterns. So adorable. These are so cute. So many different ways that we can use these. I don't know why, Diane. I don't know why. Hey, Kathy. So that is the premium set. And again, here are some finished sets. And then we have the add-on. And I love these. She believed she could, so she did. Then we have the heart with the heart stitching. We have your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. And then we've got our butterfly over here. Y'all can probably see all my mess through that reflection that I have on the other side. I know y'all can't see that well. I can't see it well. I know y'all can't. Let me get it out of here. Here is an example on the back right there, though, of mixing everything together with the premium and the basic, or the add-on. Here we go. Y'all can see that better. So you have your dragonfly with your dragonfly pattern, butterflies with butterflies, the hearts, and those two phrases. So that is the add-on. And then the basic set, guys. Hey, Deb, how are you? Oh, I hate that it's storming. Brenda, I saw your comment, but I kind of missed it. Yes, this is the stencil of the month. I may have said scent of the month. Did I say scent of the month? I meant stencil of the month. You're curious, who does the project show on the package? I don't know what that means, my friend. Hey, Judy. And then this is the 6x6, 6x8, 6x8, guys. As an example, and in the basic set, you get this one right here. You get some smaller versions of 3 phrases. My pocket full of sunshine, let your light shine, enjoy today, and then some of the flowers and leaves. So super cute, super sweet April stencil of the month. If I said scent of the month, guys, I don't know why I did. I know, so cute. The pocket is so cute. I think that is a genius stencil idea. Thank you, Brenda. Y'all, I told you I spilled some paint. I got paint on my arm. I knew I had it everywhere. It is just the stencil of the month. Nobody designed it. Well, I mean, Essential Stencil designed it, but not an ambassador. Yes, it would be super cute. Super cute, like on a pocket of a shirt even. That would be cute. All right, guys. So what we're going to work on tonight, we're going to try to work on a couple projects that I had planned because I didn't know if I was going to have my stencil of the month. Stencil of the month, I said it right. Stencil of the month club stencils. So I've got 2 projects planned, and then we'll try to squeeze one in. And if not, guys, I will have a reel on it really soon. Okay. So we are jumping over, like I said, we're going to hop over. How about that? Because we're working with some bunnies tonight. And then, what was I going to say? We're going to work on some bunny projects. I lost my train of thought. Oh, don't forget the 25% off sale, guys. 25% off through tomorrow. So if you have not gone and checked out the spring, when I looked like 2 hours ago, I think there were 16 of the little bunny transfers left that were the boy and girl bunny. I'm trying to think, the bicycle, I think there were like 30 left. So a lot of things are almost sold out on the transfer side. But we are going to work with these cute transfer bunnies again tonight. And we are going to work with the bunny crossing stencil and this adorable one here because I need to make an order for this one. So I figured we'd go ahead and do it on the live tonight. Hey, Cindy. Just making sure I've got, I'm telling y'all, when I dropped the paint, and then when I went to go on for the live, it wouldn't work, and I was like, is this a sign that I am not supposed to do a live tonight? Yay, Sandra. You've been selling bunnies like crazy. I've been making bunnies like crazy. Terry was cutting bunnies like crazy. We have been on a bunny kick this year, I can tell you that. All right, guys, so the first thing I want to do, I get these canvas boards at Michael's. I am going to use one of these tonight for our transfers. And then I'm going to use the back side of it. So it is a wood canvas panel. And then I use the back because it looks like frames. Okay, so I know a lot of people use the front for a lot of things, but I use the back. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. So let me grab this for now. I'm going to move that. Peter Cottontail time. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so y'all help me think real quick. Do I have a pink out, or did I forget to put my pink out? Hang on. That might answer my question right now. Where is that pink? I know I saw it. Stand by. I'm looking for my pink. Because I wanted to do like, here it is. I've got this really pretty pink color. It was hiding. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint my frame because it is Easter and spring. I'm going to paint my frame with pink, and then we're going to use some joint compound for some raised stenciling on the frame. And let me make sure I can reach my joint compound. It's all the way on the other side of the table. Y'all, this live, I tell you, give me some hearts. I am on the struggle train. I have everything out that I need, and nothing is working with me right now. Hang on. Does anybody else have days like that? I had to grab my grabber. I am gonna push this towards me, and it's not gonna pick up with the grabber. Try not to push it off the table. Oh, y'all, can we take a deep breath? I promise, if you are new right now, I've got my joint compound, but I am normally way more together than I am right this second. I know. Okay, so we've got some joint compound, all-purpose joint compound. We're gonna see if we can get it open now. Hey, Marion, how are you? Hello, Francis. All right, let's make some pretty projects now, guys. We've had our first 12 minutes of bloopers. Let's make some pretty projects now. Let's get some paint out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the raised stenciling in like a cream color, and we're going to do the base around the frame in the pink. And if it's too bright, we'll just tone it down with some brown. I know, right, Erin? I'm like, what in the world is happening? And the funny thing is, I've been ready for my live all day. So it's not like I ran in here and was just gonna figure out to do something. And y'all, I like this pink on here. I may not even do the race now that I look at it. It's a pretty pink. Yay, Cheryl, awesome. Yeah, if you have, who all has gotten some extra stuff on the 25% off sale? That was kind of a surprise for everybody. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. We should have called tonight the Hot Mess Express tonight, right? We're gonna make up for it though, I promise. We are gonna make up for it. Like I said, I love these canvas panels to do the back side. Sometimes you may get some in the mail that have, like, I know this side is a little bit coming undone. If you wanted to add some wood filler or some sawdust in there and pack it in there with some wood glue, it would seal it, but I don't have a lot of problems with them when I do get them. But just in case you ever get one that's a little bit wonky, it is a bright pink. And that's what I was saying. If we need to tone it down, we can tone it down. But I think when I put my joint compound stencil in that white around there, that it's going to be fine. So the pink will lay in the back, and then we'll have that white on there. Is that flamingo? It is Carnation. Carnation by Nicole at Afraid Not. It's called Carnation. All right, so we've got that done. See, that didn't take that long. I'm only gonna need one coat. It is a chalk paint. Let me make sure I got all my sides, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let's do, I was looking to see if I had a cup for water. That I do not have, but that'll be okay. They wash out pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna use some cashmere, which is a lot, like an off-white from Fusion, and I'm gonna paint it everywhere. But that's the one that I spilled right before the live. So it is open. It's got paint all over it, so we're just gonna leave it sitting over there. But it's like a gray white. So we're gonna do the inside, cover up some of the pink. It is a wood canvas panel, and I'm using the back side of it. I love to use the back side because it looks like a frame. And I always get them when they are on sale. And I think this size is an 8 by 10. I did confirm that from my live on Tuesday. And they were on sale earlier in the week at Michael's, but it's an 8 by 10. But of course, this middle section is gonna be a little bit smaller because the front of the canvas panel is the 8x10. I should have painted, y'all. I should have painted the inside first. I don't know what I was thinking. I was looking for my pink, but we're gonna make it work. It'll be fine. Just don't want to get too much pink in my cream color. So I'm gonna concentrate for just a second. Y'all know I get quiet when I concentrate. Let me kind of blend that out. Yes, it is an 8x10. And I'll measure the back here in just a second. And one of the reasons I went with this grayish color, or I don't want to say it's a gray, it's like a gray white, it's not a bright white, is I just really, really like the way it looks with the transfers. I don't know, it's just me, but I really like it. It's not the stark white. Oh, are you having storms, Jana? I had a guy yesterday that came up from Broken Bow to bring me a new pump machine for my legs. And he drove in yesterday and was driving back last night. I thought that was crazy. I can see you now, Marcy. I probably was looking down when you commented because I am doing like the final touch up here, and we're gonna get our joint compound now, and we're gonna do some pretty stenciling. Now I'm trying to decide, let me see. I was gonna do like a brick, but I changed to the pink color. So let me see what I've got over here. Hey, Lucretia, you got snow, Janet? That is crazy. We're like 88 degrees here. Let me see, I got Easter bunnies. Easter bunnies, where is my flower? Where is, stand by, guys. I put everything right here, so I know it's here. Let me move this wood surface before I create another disaster. Just put it right there and then I can see everything I've got. I have some white on the side. I will touch that up with that chalk paint here in just a second. Thank you for telling me, because I'm on the struggle train. Okay, here is my flower. I knew I got my flower out. So I'm going to use this flower for some raised stenciling around. You know what, y'all? Hang on. I may have, hang on. I have another idea. Don't you like my brain sometimes? It just skips from one thing to another. Let's do this. We're gonna take that might have been what you were talking about. Okay. We're gonna take the damask pattern and we are going to use our joint compound up all sides of the frame, y'all. So I am gonna move these over so y'all can see what I'm doing. I got gloves in my plates just in case I needed them. But I am gonna scoop out some joint compound, which is gray. We're gonna scoot some out. I'm gonna grab my white. Right? I know, y'all. One of those days, they all happen at some point, right? Okay, and then I'm gonna mix it with the white. Got way too much white, but that's okay. I do need a lot of the joint compounds, so we may dip in there and grab some more. You don't want it too runny. You want to have a thick consistency. There are other products you can use. That has a clump in it, so I do not want that. There are other products that you can use, like embossing paste and things like that. I have no problems with the joint compound, and I personally like the joint compound because it's cheaper. So that is why I use that. So we've just got a big gloop of it mixed together with our white. And I am just going to use this detail up my piece. Sometimes I use a plastic one, but I just went ahead and used the same thing. I may switch to a plastic one here in just a second, but I know you can't see me because my arm's there. But I just went down the stencil, and then I am going to take a plastic one. Let's see if I have one. It dries pretty quick. I would say, I mean, like, we're going to do this whole side, and we're going to be able to do whatever we want over the raised. So we're going to have plenty of time. All right, so I bring it back smooth. You don't have to do it smooth. If you don't want to do it smooth, you can leave it textured. And then I pull it straight up. If I have any joint compound on the sides or clumps like I do right there, I just remove them. And it's going to give us a pretty raised stencil around our piece. So then I'm going to make sure I don't have any on the back side since I'm using the same one over and over on this project. So I'm just going to wipe it and make sure it's clean. You could take a Clorox wipe too, but it'll work for right now. And then you lay your rag in your joint compound. No. I caught it before it got all the way in there. And then I'm just gonna continue it. I'm gonna leave, try to, you know what, y'all, because I'm weird. I'm gonna do this a little bit different than I intended. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one again for my joint compound. I am weird when it comes to doing raised stenciling because I like to have different patterns than you normally would see. So we are gonna get this on here, and I will smooth it out, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do around the rest of the frame. It really does look good on that pink. Okay. And we're gonna lift it up. And same thing, I'm gonna set that right there because it's got some stuff on it. I have one little spot right here that got some joint compound on it that I don't want, so I'm just gonna wipe it off. While it's still wet, you can totally do that. I did mix paint with it. I'm gonna just go around the sides. Try not to make a big mess, but you know, tonight's that night that it may happen. All right, now I think what I wanna do, and this smaller pattern is from my collaboration earlier. When you seal the transfer, I use all different kinds to seal. I use this part, you can use a spray seal, but if you want to seal the transfer itself, you can use any kind of spray, wax, Mod Podge. You can use all kinds of things. Okay guys, so I'm just making a really fun frame because I'm that person. trying to decide. I think I got joint compound on my arm now. That's okay. And I will wash these in the sink after the live and they will be just fine. Take a little toothbrush and they'll be fine. Be good as new. And straight up. Let's get that. So I'm just making some fun, whimsy things on my frame. Yeah, you needed a thick consistency, Brenda. Definitely needed a thick consistency. And then I think I'm just gonna do the same thing right down here close to it. And then I'll be good. Maybe, I don't know. Y'all know me, I tend to do all the things. Let's see if we do it. My brain, like the wheels are spinning. I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun and it will dry pretty fast. We just want the top layer dried for now. I normally let them sit for about 24 hours before I seal them or anything like that. But I do put wax and stuff over them and they're just fine. But you wanna make sure that the top is dry before you do any painting. Just making kind of a cool frame, guys. So almost there, almost done. I've just got to add my little finishing touches here. And the plastic, how do you explain it? It is more bendable, pliable than the metal, so you can scrape it off better. Okay, so I've got one little spot right here. So I'm just gonna kind of come in and then I'm just gonna take my paint and paint right over that. Paint over that little spot that we had a mishap with, and it will be fine. Grab a little bit of pink. And just bring it right like that and you'll never know what happens. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this fun frame like this. It's something different. We're gonna hit it with the heat and then I am probably gonna white brush the whole frame. So we'll still have the pink, but it'll blend a little bit better. Thank you, Stacy. You still haven't tried it yet? You are good, Janet. We're just making something fun. Something fun for our transfer to go in. And I don't know about y'all, but when I do projects like this with the frames and stuff, I like to do cool things on them that we wouldn't necessarily see like in a store or at another craft booth if you do craft booths or fairs. I like to make them a little bit different and kind of give my own little flair on them. Yes, Jamie, you can use spackling too. Let me get, let's see, another little spot right there. The stencil is from Essential Stencil. That one happened to be the damask. They're a 6x6 set, and they look like that. They're from my collection back in December. Okay, so pretty much got the top dry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the same thing I kind of did on my frame last week from the dollar store. I'm gonna take my paintbrush and remove that. And I'm just gonna kind of wipe it here so it's kind of dry brushed, but yet we've got the paint on it. And then we're gonna go over and just add a little bit of dry brushing, okay? Just a little, not a lot. Just to show you all the difference. So can you see the side that has the dry brushing on this side and this side doesn't? So can y'all see that difference? It's just gonna tone it down a little bit and bring in some of that white. And then notice we're not picking up any more paint, just lightly going over that spackling. And then I'm gonna really hit those edges with the white like I do when I do my framing. So it just kind of brings out the edges. Oh, I love it. I love it. I know, I love raised stenciling. Okay, so I need a little bit more. So I'm just gonna offload and do the top. And I am using chip brush. It works a little bit better for me using the chip brush for the dry brushing than the other brush you saw me painting with. So I'm just kind of tone it down a little bit, just add a little white to kind of make it flow. Now, if we want to go darker, we can go darker. If we want to add more white, we can add more white. This is your call. But I'm going to go in the center and just kind of like I would with my stencil brush and just kind of hit the center a little bit thicker. And around those edges. Okay. See how pretty that is? And we did one coat originally. So I am gonna go ahead and do the second coat, get that dry, and then we're gonna put our transfer on, guys. I need to get whatever that is out right there. So stand by so I can get that out of there. And I'm kind of thinking, y'all, because I did so much white on this, because originally I was going to do pink and I added my white, I think I'm going to go ahead and put white in the center. I know we use that off cream color, but I think I'm just going to go with white. Just going to go with white. I think it's going to make it pop just a little bit more, but at least the darker white kind of covered up some of the wood grain for our transfer. And remember, it's always paint, so you can change your mind midstream. Yes, they are, Rhonda. Always change midstream on your projects. No right or wrong. So I'm going to leave some of that on the inside. Dry brush that around there. Y'all are getting to see my brain in full change mode as I go, because this was not what I originally had intended. We were going to go really simple. We were going to do a brown frame with a white center, rustic center, but I decided to make it springy. All right, we'll get this dry really well because we're using a transfer. We want our surface dry. Y'all know I say that every week. Dry, 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 dry surface for transfers. Okay. We actually talked about that last night, Rhonda. Why is that not working? Y'all, there we go. It's like we did not add the dryer work now. I used part of the damask to make the different shapes on it. It's part of my collaboration back in December. And I fit those corners. That's right, Angela. Always change midstream. That's so much paint on me. Yeah, we are already at 7:36. I had a whole nother project planned. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to it. Sad day. All right. And then we'll just take some sandpaper. Make sure we've got it good and smooth and dry. That will also tell us if it's dry. And then I'm gonna take, Hey Jude. Wipe any residue off. And we're gonna use our cute little bunny transfers that I did get some joint compound on the outside, but remember, this is not where your image comes from. As long as you don't get it on the underneath side, you're good. So, as you can see, I've got paint up here before. But I think that's the bunny I want to use tonight. So, and you know what, guys? I forgot. I wanted to put eggs on the frame. So, I'm going to have to do another one here soon because I totally changed my idea and forgot that I wanted to use some eggs around there. Okay, so we'll use that one. I think that'll be super cute in there. You're feeling cold, girl. It was 88 degrees here today. Probably sweating now. So all I did was remove the backing. You can see it here. And then we are gonna stick this little precious girl right in here. It's gonna be a real close fit. We may lose a little bit of the flowers, but she's gonna look cute in there. Isn't she gonna look cute, y'all? I think she's gonna look cute. Okay, so my burnishing tool is a little bit big for this space, so I'm gonna do it a little bit different than I normally do. I'm gonna kind of go to the sides, get that down, sides, get that down. And kind of get that down. Okay. Now let's hope I can pull it back up, right? I should have left a little bit to hold on to. Hang on. We're going to start over here because that's where it's going to be able to pull from easiest. I want to make sure I get all of her whiskers down. And then I'll be good. Leave it to me to not cut my plastic long enough. Y'all, hang on. This is definitely a Melissa error, not a, come here. There we go. Okay. I wish I knew where my smaller one was. I got it now though. I just needed a little piece to hold on to. It was 80 there too. See guys, now I got it. I just had to get a piece to hold on to. So always cut your, when you're dealing with something like this is a good example to use a little bit that you can hold on to. That way you can work around your surface. And see now I can just go sideways. And then whenever I do something like this, y'all, I like to work into the middle. So we're gonna try to make this work. I think I got it. Because sometimes I tend to lose my detail if I don't do my sides and my bottoms first. That's just me. And I go back down, make sure everything's at the bottom. And then I'm gonna work up. Actually, since this one is this way, probably continue to work down. But I judge my surface. I guess that's the key point. All right, guys, I am done. Got one little spot. I know y'all were thinking that's never gonna work. We got it. How cute is that, guys? Oh my stars. How cute is that? So I normally let it sit for a little while, but you can use wax, I use a dead flat varnish to seal mine, but I'm gonna let everything dry. How cute. And we just have a fun little frame with some detail. You can do the detail as much as you want. How cute is she? I do not heat my surface before I do my transfers, guys. I never have. I don't know. I don't need to. I just needed a piece to grip onto today. How cute is she? Let's see, we got 15 minutes. Let's do some speed stenciling, guys. Speed stenciling. I know, so cute. And it looks like it's in a special frame. So cute. All right, let's do, I wonder how this is gonna work with, I'm gonna do this side because white tends to not cover up things like that as well. This is, I don't know, I think it's a 16-inch that I'm using. Y'all, I'm sorry that other project took so long. But I had to get it just right. When I do my first coat on my surface, you can see I take my brush, I kind of flatten out the bristles. It'll help on the second coat for lines and things. I'm gonna get a new plate though because I don't want my joint compound mixed with this when I put my next thing of paint on there because it makes it too thick to spread. The first one was an 8x10 canvas panel, and it was the back side of the canvas panel. So the front is 8x10 if you want to make it interchangeable. And then the, y'all, I don't trust myself tonight. I'm going to stick that right there. Because I have put this towel in that paint 5 times. So let's grab our white again. Get this dry real quick. Oh, yay. Exciting on retirement. I always had a dream to retire at 50. That was when I was younger. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But when I was 16, it sounded good, right? So the reason I'm drying my paint before I do my second coat is if you don't have it dry, when you do your second coat, it's going to pull all your paint and it's going to leave a really good mess for y'all. Yeah, I haven't had to do the heat, so I can't speak to the heat. Now, I will say this. I did one on rice paper one time that I didn't have the Mod Podge dry, and so it was wet when I put the transfer down. That's one reason I always say make sure your transfer surfaces are dry. And I did have to use like the iron parchment paper method to get it to stick, but that was just an extreme extreme case because I didn't want to lose my transfer. And remember guys, oil surfaces do not do well with transfers. If you get like cutting boards in the store, like at Hobby Lobby and stuff like that, make sure you sand them and get all of the oils and treatments off of those boards or you're gonna have issues. Erin, are you too? That is so exciting. All right, guys, so then I just kind of lightly go over it, just the same way I brushed it on there the first time. Get all my brush lines out. And you notice I don't pour my paint on my surface that often, just because it helps control that as well. Yay, Lisa! And another thing, and I've said this on a couple lives, guys, I have heard some other creators that work with transfers a lot with furniture and some other things, and they have said if your paint doesn't have a top coat in it, that sometimes you may have problems with your transfers as well. So if you're using an acrylic paint and you're having problems with your paint peeling with your transfer, you may want to do some type of varnish before you do your transfer, just to help get it that seal. And I keep saying varnish, you can use Mod Podge, things like that. Doesn't have to be fancy, crazy, expensive. Oh, I hate that, Patty. I admire you for doing that job. That cannot be easy. Okay, and then I'm just gonna give it a sanding and get all of my bristles off, if any came off like they did. That way I don't have any bristles. All right, guys, so now I gotta find what I was gonna use, right? I covered everything up. All right, so we've got this one, and we're gonna use the bunny crossing. Okay. So I'm going to do this a little bit different than it came because y'all know I like to show y'all other options with your stencils to get the most out of them that you can. So we've already done the bunny crossing that came with the bunny crossing. We've done it with some of the porch board things that came with it. We're going to do bunny crossing, and then we're going to put this cute bunny, and we're going to leave off the Happy Easter. So it can be all spring and summer. So to do that, I'm just gonna take some frog tape. Looking at my time, I got 10 minutes, I'm good. I'm good, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna go and cover up this part. Take a little piece of tape and cover up that. Make sure I didn't cover up the flower. And cover up that. Okay, so I covered up the Happy Easter. So if for some reason my stencil brush goes over, we won't have that on our stencil. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to bring this up, because we're not going to put a bow on it. And we're going to put this down here. And I'm going to do my bunny, and I may bring some of this over to the side. So we'll just see as we go. And I am going to do this in brown. We're going to do brown. I'm going to do brown instead of black. And let's see, flowers. We'll do it in this green. And put that there so we don't accidentally, we've got some pink out, so we'll probably use the same pink for a pop of pink. Okay, guys, I'm ready. Are y'all ready? We got 8 minutes. 8 minutes, we can do this. So I am going to find the backer from a 6x6, okay? If you don't want to move your stencil, you can go ahead and tape down the edges. I'm trying to get that where y'all can see it too. Okay, let me get my pencil brush. I got so much stuff. I probably just set that right in front of y'all. Put that on the floor. All right, I got that size. That one. I know I have another stencil brush. Here it is. It's like I know I have another one out. Okay. We're gonna do bunny crossing first. Where is my lid to my joint compound? I do need to put that on there. Okay. So when you do it on a round like this, you can kind of tell if it's centered by how much is left on the sides of your rounds if you don't actually measure. So I can tell that this needs to come over just a little bit and up just a tad to be center. And I am gonna use the brown. I'm gonna offload on the paper craft paper tonight, guys. All right, and we're gonna do swirling motion. Because y'all know I'm about rustic stuff and what do you want to call it, chippy and all that stuff. So you know I gotta have this color here. This is Woodwick by Fusion Mineral. Folk Art Iced Coffee is almost the exact same color. Guys, I am sorry I haven't looked up a lot to answer questions and all the things, but I will go back and read the comments later tonight and into tomorrow. Remember, the sale ends in approximately 24 hours, 25% off sale. My code CRAFTTREASURES saves at checkout. Okay, so we've got our bunny crossing. We're getting there, guys. We're gonna stick our bunny crossing stencil in our paint. Are we surprised? No, I'm not. I am not. Okay, where'd I put my backer that I had earlier that I wanted to use, that I showed y'all, that I pulled out? No idea where I put it, so let's grab another one. Y'all, one of those days. Does anybody else have days like that? I mean, I literally, it's probably underneath here. Nope, who knows? Okay, so I'm gonna leave my bunny right about here. And I do want a touch of black, I think, for the whiskers. Just a touch. Just a touch. So I'm going to go over it in brown first, and then I'm going to come back and fill in the eyes and the whiskers. I just found my backer, by the way. It was over there. All right. Is that where I want it? I think so. I'm gonna do a pink nose too, guys, so I'm not done. Hang out with me for an extra 5 minutes if you can. If not, I understand. I'm in the concentration phase, guys, because I know it's gonna be over and I'm trying not to get it too much over. Okay, so we're gonna do the flower. We're gonna do our little bunny flower in pink. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover on one side. I'm gonna add my pink. And I want a pink nose too. So I'm using this so I don't have to tape everything off. Oh, thank you, Brenda. If I would have been on time getting on, I may have been okay. Just make sure I got that. And then it's got a little bitty green stem. And I honestly, I'm gonna take, these are Essential Stencil brushes. And I know some people have had problems. You just gotta offload them just like you would offload a regular stencil brush, because you're working that paint up into the bristles. And then I'm just gonna take that and get that little stem. And I think, let me go ahead and do the eyes. What color was I gonna use for that? We'll use black. And I wanna do the eyes black. And the whiskers. Y'all, I can see it like coming to life, adding the different things. It's so cute. I get a little bit of black on some of that brown, but I'm not too worried about it. So all I'm doing on the whiskers, guys, I'm just holding that in between the brown so it doesn't, still has some definition with that brown, but you don't have to do this part. I just am, because I wanted black whiskers. Over here, we don't have to worry about that at all. So I'm gonna pull this up because I'm gonna move the flowers over a little bit because I like proportions of things. Y'all, we're getting there. How cute is that? How darling is that? Let's add the flowers for a little more color over here. So I'm gonna have, I may put 2 things of flowers, we'll see. But what I'm gonna do is we're going to use that pink again. I know, it is such a cute bunny, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to do my flowers. And then I'm going to take this brush that I used a minute ago for my green. Remember, you want to offload it just like you would a regular stencil brush. I'm going kind of fast, but hopefully I won't have any issues. If I do, I'll show you how to fix them, right? A little flower down here. Oh, thank you. All right, pull that up. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Like I said, we're gonna kind of bring, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna finish this side out. So I'm just angling them a little bit, just to kind of fill up some of that space on our board. I don't like a whole lot of white space on my boards, but that's just me. And I'm kind of thinking, for time purposes, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and grab, if I have another brush, I may not have another brush. I have a bigger brush of the white brushes. I'm gonna grab one of those real quick. This is a 1/2 inch. I'm gonna do the same thing. You're gonna get it on your brush, gonna offload it. I'm gonna grab a little bit more because you really want to work it up into those bristles. This is gonna help me do it a little bit faster than that thin one that I had, because I can swirl. But I still don't have to. And remember, guys, too, when you're doing this with these brushes, you don't need a lot of pressure when you're doing your stenciling. So don't do a hard pressure. And I'm just going to bring that down. So can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm just adding some flowers coming on the sides, and then we'll add the butterflies and we'll be done. So almost there, y'all, almost there. So now we're gonna do this side. We got different flowers over here. So I'm gonna angle them a little bit different. Real light touch. These brushes kind of glide, so you don't need a real heavy hand when you're doing them. And I'm sticking to one color of flowers tonight, guys. One color. Actually, I'm going to bring this one right up close to the edge. Which one do I want, y'all? You know what? We're going to do the leaf. Let's do the leaf. Let's make it different. Let's do the leaf. Okay. So I've got that. I may add another flower in here. May add a butterfly. We'll see. Okay, so you see I got a little bit of green paint there. You can take a Clorox wipe, you can get it off, or we can just go back over it with our white. I will most likely go back over it with my white. Okay, so I'm going to take this flower, and I am going to tilt my butterfly, because he's going to be pink too. We may add some orange over it after the live, but right now it's going to be pink. And then we'll add this one. Oop, not brown. We'll do pink. Not brown. We don't want a brown butterfly. Those are moths. And y'all know me. Gotta fill up my white space. How cute, y'all. How adorable is that? That is so cute. Okay, so what I'm gonna do real quick, real quick, Got another one of these little ones. All I'm gonna do is just come over where I got a little bit of paint and just blend it in. And this is only where I didn't like have my mark placed real well. And you're just gonna blend that paint in. And it's gonna be fine. Okay. All right, guys, I may add a little something down here, but I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna frame it, and then I will look at it after the live. So I'm gonna do my brown around my edges like I always do, just because it's kind of, let's say rustic. What's the word, y'all? I don't know what word is of the stuff that I like that's like this. I can't get the word. And then we'll come in a little bit more. This is going to bring everything together. I know, y'all, I get weird when I do stuff like that. Okay, then my brush is pretty dry, and I'm just gonna kind of dry brush. I'm gonna make that kind of look like it's dirt down on the bottom, just so he's got something to stand on. So it'll be a little bit darker. How cute, y'all. I know, right? What do y'all think? Do y'all like it? I do. I know I lost some of y'all, so hopefully y'all come back and watch the end. But so we did 2 projects today. We've got this cute bunny crossing sign. And then we did our cute frame with our raised stenciling with our transfer. So I hope y'all enjoyed those. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know it was a couple minutes getting on late and all that stuff. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Sorry, Essential Stencil, that I went over tonight like I did. I was not intending on that, I promise. Yay. Yay. I know, so cute. It's just kind of a different way to use those 2 stencils together, guys. And you can go in and you can fill in your flowers with watercolor paints, or you can paint them in if you don't want to leave them like that. But I kind of like that because everything is outlined. How cute is that? And then this one, I got a little bit of paint on the side, so I'm just going to go ahead and fix that while I'm waiting on winners. Y'all let me know when you see them. I think this one's adorable, y'all. So cute. And all that's raised. It's dry. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. Just something a little bit different to think outside the box on your spring projects. All right, guys, I see winners. All right, Michelle Folsom Pickman, Tammy Musso, and Kim Hansen. Congratulations, ladies. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight and going a little bit longer tonight. I appreciate it. And through all the glitches at the beginning that I had, I appreciate y'all so much. Don't forget 24-hour hours and the 25% off sale of spring is over. And if you don't mind using my code CRAFTTREASURES, I appreciate it. I will see y'all next Friday over here at 7 p.m. Central. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.